So I asked my followers on Instagram what kind of questions they want to ask. So they dropped quite a few questions.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay. I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability.
The dating culture in Indonesia is a lot more traditional than here. Like,
yeah.
I think
people aren't getting married anymore here.
Yeah.
Now our generation, we are waiting till our 30s to get married instead of like your 20s or your late teens.
Yeah.
How like back in the day.
Yeah.
So I know like none of my friends are married.
Yeah. But they have kids and
yeah,
like that doesn't happen in Indonesia. And even it does happen, they usually do it secretly. Yeah, because they don't tell people. Yeah. So over here is more open to that.
It's more open. Yeah, I think that's why. But I feel like it's better to get to know somebody before you move in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or like to move in to live together to see if we can even live together.
Yeah. You see, I didn't have that chance with Uncle Ricky because obviously we were on long distance relationship.
Yeah.
For like 2.5 years, and by the time I came here, we had to get married for like within 30 days, not 30, 90 days. 90 Days Fiancé. That's you know that show, right?
You should have filmed it.
So this is my niece. She's my niece by law. So her mom is my husband's sister. Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about dating culture in the US. As you guys know that I'm not from the US. I wasn't born, I wasn't raised here, and the only time I dated an American was her uncle. And even that wasn't like a real dating because we were on long distance relationship. Okay, so she was born and raised here, obviously. I think the basic question is, like the most basic question is, how do most people here find dates?
Okay.
How do you guys meet?
Okay. My teenage years, I guess, that's when social media became a thing. I'm 30 now. So in high school, 10, 15 years ago, we met people on MySpace and online and through mutual friends. I remember I never really dated anybody at my high school. I dated people in the area and I would meet them on MySpace. But as far as nowadays, I know a lot of people are using like the dating apps, the Tinder, the Plenty of Fish. I've never personally used those. I have met people like off Instagram. Like, you have mutual followers, you find somebody and we'll start talking on Instagram, and then I've done that, but I've never been on a dating app. But I know a lot of my close friends are on them, and from what they've told me though, and from what I've experienced with just witnessing that, it seems like those are like hookup sites. But I know that's where a lot of people are meeting people nowadays, is off the dating apps. But as far as like just meeting people out in the blue, that doesn't really happen too much nowadays.
Let me call Ricky so that he can watch her. Where did you meet your boyfriend?
So I met my boyfriend through a mutual friend.
Okay, so it's Tinder.
Yeah, I've met people off Instagram, but I've never, and I don't know why. And I think if I were to be single right now, I don't know if I would make a dating app, go on a dating app. But I have a lot of friends that do, and I have coworkers that are like on. Yeah. So I know that's like the big thing to do right now. Yeah. I don't know if I would personally do it.
Actually, I know people that meet through dating apps and they get married. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's the type, because from the stories that I hear, it just seems like it's like hookup culture. It's like,
okay, so you meet through dating apps, and then how do you ask to go out on a date?
So we probably talked on Instagram for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I forgot how. I'm very blunt and direct, so I'll say like, I'm ready to go eat, like, or you want to go eat this weekend or something. I don't remember who asked who first, but then we ended up meeting up.
In general, like, do they usually like talk like on DM for a certain period of time before they decide to ask this other person to go out on a date?
Yeah, but I've talked to like I've talked to a few guys that like want to meet up like quick.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like with me, if I meet somebody off of Instagram, I'll immediately want to FaceTime just so I can see how they look.
Oh yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah,
You'll just meet.
Don't don't believe the pictures that they post on Instagram. You have to
filters,
see their face.
Yes.
Like where they live.
Yes.
Like what's in the background.
Yes. So I make sure I always do that if I do meet somebody like off of Instagram. Like we have to FaceTime. We have to.
Before you meet in person, right? Yeah. So it doesn't matter who asks first. It can be the girl. It can be the guy.
Yeah. Most girls, like I said, I'm very blunt and I'm very, I'm to the point. So I'll tell you, I'll say, let's go
I'm that way too.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna wait.
Yeah.
But I have some friends who like to play the hard to get and like will wait and wait, but it'll drive them crazy. So I'm like, why don't you just ask? Like it's so. But yeah, either one. It's not very formal like now.
The guy's not always. They're not always expected to ask first, right? So the girls can ask first, So like when you go out on a date, then let's say you sit down in a restaurant, first date, who pays for the date?
Oh, the boy. It's always the boy. Always, yeah. If it's not the boy, then I will never see you again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's not even, it's just like, can you afford to take me on a date? And you know, even if I asked, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Like I think that's one of my rules. If I have to pay for anything, I'm not. Gonna go back with you.
But do you even offer to pay? No. Okay, you just.
I don't think I've ever been on a date where the guy didn't pay though. I've been. Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have. This boy asked me to go out with him to downtown Fullerton. And I was hungry. I was expecting that we were gonna eat, and he said he wasn't hungry. So I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get myself something to eat. So I go to pay for it. Then he gets himself something to eat. And I was like, oh, so you just played me, you know, like, so I never went out with him again. I never talked to him again. And he wonders why I think, and I'm like, that's why. Like, I thought, don't ask me on a date.
You told him
I never went back out with him.
But he never asked, like, oh, why don't you want to hang out with me?
I just said, you're not my type.
Oh, okay.
And he was very arrogant and very, like, you didn't pay for the date, but you brag about how much money you make. And he was very arrogant. So I didn't like him anyways. But
is that how most Americans are? Like, are guys always expected to pay on the first date?
Yeah, but I feel like if it's like a hookup thing, then the guy isn't.
First, explain what a hookup means.
If he's just trying to have sex with you and nothing else.
But how do you know if it's a hookup or it's not?
If a guy doesn't want to go out somewhere, if he wants to come over your house or wants you to come over his house, or Netflix and chill, you know, that type of thing. Or if a guy tries to get you to come back to his house after the first date, or get like a room or something after the first date, then I pretty much know what you're there for.
Okay.
So I have a friend who she doesn't go on very many dates. It's like they always come to her house, and I'm like telling her, like, girl, you need to have them take you somewhere and spend some money to see if they really like you. I feel like that's how you can tell if somebody's like interested in you. Are they going to spend money on you? Are they going to spend time with you? Or are they just going to come to your house?
True.
From my experience, I'll pay for a date now. Me and my boyfriend go out on dates, and he gets one, and I'll do the next one, and we go back and forth.
Relationship,
yeah, but when you're trying to pursue me, you're still the man. You know, you're going to pay.
Yeah. You just want him to show you that he would make an effort.
Yes, that he's interested in me.
Yeah. Okay. But after you're in a relationship, you already know him. You already know that he loves you. You already know that he wants you. Then you don't mind giving back.
Yeah, I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, he has to pay for every single little thing.
Yeah. So what do you talk about on the first date?
I'm very open. I'm very blunt. So I'll ask a million questions. I want to know your birthday, your zodiac sign. You know, if you have any kids, if you have any crazy exes. Like I ask everything. I'm not afraid. But I know other people aren't like that. Because some of my friends, they aren't super open, but I just want to get straight to the point. Are we compatible? You know,
really?
You know, how old are you? Do you have any kids? If you have 3 kids, 3 baby mamas, then we're not going out again, you know? So I probably asked that before the first date though. I'm very nosy, so I'll ask a million questions.
That makes sense. Does the guy actually pick you up, or do you meet at the restaurant?
Oh, I meet. I don't trust people.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays you can't really trust, like, I don't know. What if he's crazy?
Yeah.
And what if, you know, like, what if he kidnaps me? So I always drive.
There.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you meet, what do? Do you shake hands or do you hug?
If it's like the first meetup, I'm probably just gonna say hi.
Okay, you don't even shake hands.
Okay. Yeah, I would just say hi. Maybe a little one one arm hug, you know,
Okay.
like
Okay.
some guys, like I know that are more aggressive will actually like give me a hug. But yeah, I don't think I've ever shook anyone's hand on a first date.
Yeah, when I first moved here, I was actually surprised with the hugging culture here. Like everybody hugs each other here. So I would meet my friend with her husband, and then her husband would hug me, and that was really weird for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I hugged like somebody, another person's husband. So it was weird. But I'm used to it now. It's like everybody hugs everybody.
Yeah.
And then what's next?
So depending on how the date is going, I might go home, or I might want to go do something else. Like with my boyfriend now, we ate and I liked him, so I'm like, let's go do something else. So we went to the pool. We played pool.
Oh, okay.
So, because there's some guys where I'm like, oh no, I'm going home. Like, let me get my food.
And then after that, you just said bye, or did?
So I'm like the queen of ghosting people. I guess I feel bad. Yeah, like I just won't talk to you again, or I'll just be really short and brief with you after that, because I talk a lot. So you can tell if something's wrong with me, because I'm gonna stop talking. So I will ghost you.
Is it common for people to kiss on the first date?
Yeah. I think
if you like the person.
I think so. I don't kiss people on the first date at all.
Okay.
Even if I like them.
Even if
me and my boyfriend, I think we were dating for we were going on consecutive dates for like a month and a half. And I still wasn't gonna kiss him, and then he finally asked for a kiss.
Okay.
Not just my dating experience, but even just thinking about my friends' dating experience, I know that they will kiss a guy that they like on the first night. If they've had some drinks, maybe they'll,
a little tipsy.
Yeah. But I think it just depends.
So other than the kiss, how far do people usually go on the first date?
It depends.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, and it depends on the intentions.
Like culturally, like I don't know, like
a lot of people hook up. A lot of people hook up. A lot. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely people that go all the way on the first date.
On the first date.
I think that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Huge no-no.
Like you don't even know who that person is.
Yeah, but it's like if that's what you want, then that's fine. Sure. But if you want, at all. But if you want a relationship, or if you want, this person to potentially be your boyfriend, then I don't think that you should have sex with them on the first night.
Right.
But I don't judge, and there's people that do, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's definitely a normal thing.
Let's say, okay, you end up liking each other a lot. You're in love, whatever, and then you go on multiple dates. How do you eventually know that you're exclusive, that you are
boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend. How do you know that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't remember the last, my boyfriend now, I want to say we were talking or going on dates for I want to say a month and a half, going on 2 months. I tend to move kind of quickly. So with him, I was like, let me slow down, let me just keep going on dates before I say he's my boyfriend. And I remember we were in the car and we were talking, and I said something about in a few months or in a few weeks, then maybe we can think about being boyfriend and girlfriend. He was
he said that?
Yeah, he was like a couple of weeks. He's like, no, you're about to be my girlfriend now. I feel like maybe 2-3 months is 2 months is good enough to get to know somebody. Like
in Indonesia, usually over there is very confession based. So usually the guy confesses his feelings and then asks, you want to be my girlfriend?
Okay. Yeah, people don't really, it's not formal like that anymore. Yeah. I feel like sometimes people don't even talk about it. It's just you guys are dating, you guys are seeing each other, and let's not even talk about it.
For me, that would be weird, because okay, what are we? Are you seeing somebody else? Can I see somebody else?
Right. And see, I'm very blunt, because I'll say that. I'll be like, am I your girlfriend, or what are we doing here? Because I'm not about to be looking stupid. So, but I've had friends who won't say anything.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it'll just move into that and grow into that. I mean, I see people on Instagram sometimes, and they'll ask, oh, will you be my girlfriend? But I don't think people really do that anymore. It's you just start dating, and it just grows into that. Yeah. But it's not super formal. The guy doesn't ask, oh, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah, they do that in Indonesia. Yeah. And I think it's really cute, though. I like it.
Yeah, that is cute.
I think I already asked this, but after what number of dates do things usually start to get physical?
I think it really depends on the person. I would say if you want it to be like a serious relationship, I would at least wait I tell my friend 4 dates because she's one of those girls. I think she just wants a relationship and she's just like oh my god he's the one, oh my god he's the one. And I'm like, girl, just wait 4 dates. Whether that's a month, whether that's 2 weeks in your time, go out on 4 dates with this guy and see if that's really somebody that you like.
Right.
So I think 4 dates is
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it, you can say no. You have the right to say no.
And if he's not okay with that, then you don't talk to him anymore.
You don't talk to him
because that's happened to me before. That turns me off.
Yeah.
Because if you're this aggressive with me, then how many other girls are you being this aggressive with? So like I've gone on a date with a guy, guys where we go out to eat and then he'll want me to come back to his house, and I'm just like, no. Why would I do that? I just met you. Why would I? What is the purpose of going back to somebody's house if you don't know them? So it's it just depends on you.
It depends on you.
But some girls, if that's what you want, that's fine. Go back,
That's
do
true.
you?
Yeah. Now we get to marriage. Actually, before marriage, usually people live together first, right?
Yeah.
Here. How long after all the dates before you decide to move in? To move in, yeah.
I would say like a year.
Oh, a year?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's common over here for people to live together.
And I was reading something that one of the reasons why it's like that here is because of the cost of living here.
Oh,
because getting your own apartment is, So
do you guys actually split the apartment?
Yeah. Well, see, I've been in a relationship where the guy paid the whole rent and I paid the utilities. So I know a lot of people do it like that too. And then there's some that do split it halfway.
Split the rent.
When I was in the relationship where he paid the whole rent, I feel like he felt entitled to everything. Right. So I didn't really like that. So I don't know if I would, unless he's just super balling and he just got it like that, then you can go ahead and pay it. But I don't see anything wrong with splitting the rent. Sure.
And then how long after that usually people decide to get married?
I've never been married, so I'm not sure. I mean,
it's common for people to just live together and have kids, and not get married.
So I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. If you're willing to just be someone's girlfriend for
if you live together and then you have kids and not being married. So why would you even want to get married? Why do people want to get married here?
They don't anymore. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are getting married later now, and people aren't really considering marriage until they're older, which I think is smart, because if I would have married who I was with when I was 20, I would be divorced by now, so I think it just depends on the person. But there's some girls that do everything for the guy, that get married, that give him the kids, that do all this, and then it's like, why would he marry you? But do you even want to get married? Because then I have some friends that don't ever want to get married. They like the whole idea of keeping things separate. So I think it just depends on the person. But now definitely there's not none of my friends are married. None of my close friends are married. Like my coworkers that actually don't like the benefits of being married. Like they'd be able to qualify for certain things if they weren't married. I think a lot of my generation now are waiting to have kids as well, because I have, I'm 30, I don't have kids, and I have a lot of girlfriends that are 30 that don't have kids yet. So I think that's another thing. People are waiting on kids and waiting to get married now. I do have some friends who are like pushing 30 or 30 and they regret not having kids, or now they think that they're out of time or something. But I just feel like I'm not the same person that I was when I was 20, even 25. So I'm happy, if I would have married whoever I was with at that age, it would have been horrible.
Somebody asked me about interracial relationship. How common is that here?
Very common. I feel like people are mixed now. Everybody is something, I feel like it's super common.
Are people open to that, or like
some people are, some people aren't? Interracial dating is super common. I feel like my generation, it's like the grandparents and the parents, they have a problem with the interracial stuff. But by the time we're the parents and we're the grandparents, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all.
That's right. I would let my kids marry whoever they want.
As long as they're nice.
Personality is the most important. Okay, I think that's that. Thank you for being in my video.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Sampai ketemu di video selanjutnya. Bye.